Government workers will miss a second full paycheck tomorrow. Two proposals to reopen the government failed in the U.S. Senate today. The shutdown could force thousands of St. Louis area families to miss their rent payments. That's because the government helps pay their rent. But investigative reporter Chris Negus learned even if the government doesn't pay, tenants should be protected.
I'm just scared to death of what's happening.
Kathy Pittman is a retired nurse. These days, she helps care for her disabled brother, Thomas, a Vietnam veteran suffering from diabetes and cancer. His tongue was recently removed, so she's talking for him.
I opened up the mail and I read this and I was just totally shocked.
This letter caught Pittman off guard. Her brother's Section 8 voucher, which pays 80% of the rent on his modest O'Fallon apartment, is in jeopardy for the month of March, all because of the government shutdown.
Are you losing sleep over this?
Yes, I am.
Thomas is far from alone. Another disabled sister with an amputated leg received a similar letter from the St. Charles Housing Authority. The back of the letter encourages Section 8 recipients to contact their elected officials.
I would like to know from the senators, how long are they going to put up with this? Why don't they do something? They're supposed to protect the United States citizens from being out in the streets.
In St. Louis County, 6,700 families depend on the vouchers. In St. Louis City, the number is the same, 6,700. According to the City Housing Authority, tenants must continue to pay their portion of the rent, even if the federal government doesn't pay theirs. But the City Housing Authority's contract says landlords may not terminate the tenancy for non-payment of the Housing Authority Assistance Program.
I've just never seen the world in this state before.
All of it leaves Pittman with an uneasy feeling as she wonders how long her siblings' landlords can go without collecting rent. To make it clear, February rent payments aren't the problem, it's March. Today, I learned the St. Charles Housing Authority also forbids landlords from evicting tenants when the federal government doesn't pay. Of course, a lot of people are going to be getting these letters, so it's a story we will continue to follow and a story we will continue to get answers on. Chris Negus, News 4.
We reached out to both Missouri senators about the housing situation. Senator Roy Blunt wrote in part, "I voted for a bill that would have ended the shutdown and strengthened border security." He added that Democrats need to come to the table. We are still waiting for Senator Josh Hawley to respond.